Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We're here on Attingham Park again at our small holding on FS22. Looks like a lovely morning. Rain forecasted. What time's the rain forecast? Bit of a mid-afternoon shower from lunchtime, that's okay. Oh, I left the gate open. How silly of me. We're gonna need, at some point, somewhere, bigger to put vehicles. I wonder if, I think we own this bit, we might have to take out here. Might have to do a bit of deforestation, maybe over the winter, put in a bigger vehicle. I think the boundary line there finishes. I don't think we go all the way out to there. What sort of sheds have we got in the reasonable price bracket? Get an old barn. That's massive though. Oh, we could possibly sneak something in around here, but you want something to drive in and straight out on. It's not even going to fit on there, that's massive. Might be looking at a bigger shelter. The Attingham Park mods, that's what we've got there. No, it's not really got the height. The more square one. That's big, but it looks very roomy. Now that if we got the space to put it, put another shed in. There's quite a few options on the Attingham Park mod section. We probably are going to be looking at it's got to be in keeping, hasn't it, really? It's got to fit in. There's going to be somebody getting rid of a an old building that we can strip down and rebuild. Some big action there. Oh, now this is this is quite a new one, the Irish round shed. See that nice stone shed, quite in keeping. Possibly even fit down at the BGA as well. But we could have that backed on there. Which or maybe around that way gives a bit more space through. This is the new one by Vertex that's just come out. As of the time of recording, it's fairly new. This looks really, really nice, but space-wise, putting it down there, you're going to be looking at it running out onto the having a platform out over the water. This may require the purchasing of land. I suppose it's in a way. Just sort of wish I could get rid of the bushes to sort of. You can just pop it somewhere on the edge. Still room for the sheep and that in. Anyway, we've got no brass to play with anyway, have we? So, right, early morning. Builders will be in again soon. Carry on their digging and excavating. Leonardo's up and should be ready for his riding. Skills. Oh yeah, I need to move that out of the way before they turn up. Now, the olive trees look to me as though they need mulching. I'd say that needs mulching. I think there's a small field further up here. 17 and 22. $26,000, 34,000. That includes all of whatever that is. Could access it through there. Maybe go and have a look at 22 itself. Alright, what jobs do we need to get done today? Sales. Oh, it's still there. We have got very little money. Contracts. All the bailing. Alright, this is 17. $26,000. It's not a bad size. Room to get it ploughed up. I suppose you take that little tree lined area there. And then 22, wasn't it? Is a little bit more expensive, but looks like I think we've mowed 22. Yeah, it looks like we've left a mess. Oh yeah, this is 22. So this has got this is interesting because it's got that field and then it's got all of this sort of, what you'd call it, a wasteland area sort of thing. Interesting. An old ruin of a farmhouse. So that's 35k. Is that flat? And there's a bit of tree work on there. That's an interesting point. Do you then get all of this as well? Let's position ourselves. Hold up there. No, you get that side of the path. That's a separate thing altogether. And that's a big thing. So 22 is basically the grass and this bushy bit, great big bushy bit this side of the which is interesting. I mean, you could potentially use it for productions and the such likes. We need to start heading back. Access wise would be potentially a bit of an issue. That works quite well. A nice idea for anybody farming with trees in their fields. I don't sort of mind a view of the fields with trees in it. It's quite regular where I live. Count our heads of sheep. Still got 5. I think we're going to have to plough this up at some point. If we bought 22, we've got the room there to put plenty of buildings on, but access to it's pretty limited. I think it's down that path basically next to you've literally got to go up to Attingham itself and then come down that path, which is something we've really got to sort of focus in on. Is access routes with vehicles. So I'm looking for somewhere to put and store the vehicles. Right, let's move this out of the way for when the guys will be here soon. It's 9 AM. And then we will, I suppose, keep an eye out on we totally could. This is fairly flat to me. We could totally take out a few of these trees, open up this space to maybe, and then that barn could probably go. We could put a bigger one in that sits a bit further back. Is a possibility. Something to look for in the future. Right, we need to mulch the olive trees. That says bag it. That's the wrong button. Mulch it. Got it. There we go. Got there in the end. And then I suppose we'll get our fields ready. I think mulching this should sort it. Seems to be doing the job. Although I quite like the little purple flowers. I am to believe it's not it's not great for your yield. There's always one of them hanging around these trees. I do enjoy the trees. Right, I will have to move some equipment about in order to gather our straw. So I may as well park this up here for now, hadn't I? That's a spare bit of space. So we need to get the straw up and move it somewhere. Let's shut that, although the guys will be here soon, I imagine. I'll catch up with you shortly once I've got the implements in place. And I'll take this because I keep going to the wrong side. I don't need this at the minute. Or we need it moving because we need vehicles moving. See you shortly. Don't want to pick up that bit, does it? Oh, that might be me. Yep. So the rain is just started, a little bit earlier than expected, but we've managed to get all of the straw up. So hopefully it won't get too wet. Hopefully I've not missed any bits either. Apologies for any background noise you might be getting at the moment. Aye. Washing machine is just coming to the end of its run and has decided to really go hell for leather all of a sudden. I have missed a bit. I sort of always miss a little bit. Maybe little Alps. Bring that down for now. Just as well I've got the cover on that. Actually, so it's the nitrogen on here. Nitrogen level is terrible, so we're only at 50% with that. That's at 76, that's loving life. BGA is at 80. That's 60, and that is the peripheries which we can't get rid of. So one error that I made when I started the game was taking the periphery, because I don't seem to be able to make any use of it. So the alternative option we had is a lot more straw than I was expecting. I thought there'd be about 8,000 litres of straw. Didn't think there'd be a huge amount, but there was. So we've got nowhere to store it, so I did consider putting it under cover somewhere, but then I had a bit of an idea of storing it. I don't know if we can take it out, to be honest. I suppose there should be a way of finding out in a moment. The little laboratory shed that we've put in that turn things into things, I don't know what you'd call it. We'll call it the lab. That so many bales. It would make sense to get a baler to sort all this out though, but then I don't know yet, we're not really at that level Not at such a big enough level for it at the minute, are we? So here we can make manure from straw and slurry or digestate. So whatever straw we've got in, 27,500 litres, which is way more than I was expecting. If we've got 27,000 litres of digestate we can put in, we can turn into manure. We can then put the manure back through the BGA to turn that into energy and more digestate, which makes sense. So we sort of reuse it. Wheat, barley, oat, solid fert. We can take the straw back out if we wanted to. So that basically works. That pretty much works as a silo for us, which is really good. Not sure that we'd use it as a silo. But that could be really handy. Right, next task on the list is we let the rain rinse this out. We shouldn't need that anymore. We need to, oh yeah, fighter. We could probably make the money back on that. Oh, we haven't got any cash. And to be fair, we do want to move towards square baling, I think. Still waiting. He's literally saying, I'm going to wait here until you can afford me, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It's going to be a long wait. 18 grand we haven't got really. Have we got a... We need to mulch. We need to get 44, is it? We need to get that ready for planting. We'll put winter wheat or barley in, I think, which requires, we've ploughed it already, so we'll need to mulch it and digestate it. So have we got a mulcher? No. Although the mower does say that it can mulch. And it's a forage wagon, I could use that to pick up the straw. Damn it. Oh well, live and learn. That's a subsoiler. Might need to use that on that field. Does say it needs ploughing though? We'll have to see. Let's hire a mulcher, do all the mulching. Now this will depend on horsepower. 1.4 meters isn't big enough. 130 is too much, 130 is too much, 150, 200. 75, 2.7. 3 meters but 120. I think we could make 120. That goes on the front, doesn't it? I think we've got a front attacher. I feel like I've used this before. Do we risk that? We've only got 100 horsepower. Let's lease that. Right, I'm going to go and pick that up. I think we're going to have to do some work on the tractor that's already up at the garage. So I'll go up and get that done. And we'll see how that mulches. I think we could have used the mower, but we'll wait. We might test the mower out on the other on the allotment, maybe. Yeah, it's worth a try, isn't it? Alright, I'll see you once I've picked everything up and gone down to 44. So I suppose we'll start on this side. Interestingly, this costs 1,500 quid to repair, which is good. It's 75 horsepower. Another 10 grand would put it up to 100 horsepower. However, it's only worth 9,000 at the minute, so I don't know whether it's worth spending 10 grand. So we've got two 100 horsepower tractors. Now I've just whipped down to the allotment with the 0-turn mower and whipped it round the grass there, because I think we'll put some more beehives down around that area. And I switched it to mulch, and it looks like it does mulch as well. So I've hired this possibly for no reason, but we'll just check to see what the mulch pattern looks like. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, I think. Just sends it to a lighter colour, which is a lot quicker as well. And this one is slow on here. Did it say it runs at 7 miles an hour? Well, we're not doing that. That's gonna take forever. What would be better is somewhere to put that grass though. If we come and mow the grass up, I need a trailer to put it in. Did not just... maybe it was just because it was going... £75 horsepower, and this is 75 horsepower. Awful. No, not doing that. It will be easier and quicker to come and mow here and then mulch the field. It'll be a lot quicker. And the skid steer's here, so if we bring a trailer over to move it all, then that's all fine. Yeah, we'll do that. See you shortly. I mean, this is unbelievably quicker. A few little patches that don't seem to want to go where we've mowed grass over the top. This is blitzing through it. And the rain will probably help because it'll be, I mean, I'm getting soaked, no doubt about that, but this will all mulch the stubbles down, and the rain will just push these nutrients into the soil with it. And I think we'll chuck a bit of digestate down on both fields. The one that we had barley on, I think we need to plough that. Mulching at 20 miles an hour. Fantastic. Making me a bit dizzy, but I've already finished using this to mulch the allotment field as well. So we'll need a let's get the tractor to pull the digestate trailer over. Then once we've done that, that can probably go back, I imagine. woke him up from his nap. Right. Just turn everything off. Nitrogen, not saying that it's any good. pH value is really good. Is that bag it? Yeah, we'll get the... I'll go and get this huge mound of grass. It's not as big as it looks. Moved over. And I'll see you once I've picked up the digestate. I think we could give the... possibly give the Isaria Pro, is it a go? I think. Yeah, I think we could. See you shortly. I'm not convinced the crop sensor is giving us anything. Particularly, I think this is meant to be used when you're over crops, to be honest. No turning on, is there? Interesting. But I'm sure once we, I mean, obviously you want to put digestate or slurry down on a field before you plant, and then once germination has happened is when you then use your other fertilizer. I was hoping there'd be enough to do the allotment as well, but I might have to go and get a little bit more. And ideally, want to be returning this, because we could do with having our own. Oops. Let's just take that back a minute to get those last bits. So this field will need cultivating. We'll probably start that next episode because the time's getting quite loose. You know what, we might be able to There might be enough to put on the... Depends if we're going up here, we might be losing a lot. It's like it's just dumping its load. I might nip and get... It's just bits that we didn't need to do really, isn't it? Just wasting it. Turn it off. We'll head over to the allotment. We'll pop a little bit on, see what happens. While we wrap the video up. Rain stopped, so we've got the allotment's gonna need ploughing. I think I'm gonna use a subsoiler for that. See if that'll work. Subsoil it, and we'll need to pick stones up off there as well. That I think will be our sugar beet field. And as always, I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you've got any comments, feel free to pop them in the comments section. And if you've not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, stay up to date with new videos as they come out. I've got a lot of editing because I've pre-recorded a lot of these. I've got a lot to edit and get up on at the time of recording this anyway. There's loads more episodes that I need to edit and put up before you even get to this point. So next, hopefully we're going to get a contract in. I don't want to take a baling contract. I think it's a bit overkill, although maybe we need to sell some bales. We'll have to have a look. We've definitely got enough to sell. We also need to do something that's going to bring some money in, because our main income has been contracts, as we would have expected. It's obviously we've I can't even see. Oh dear. This is gonna honk through it. It's all red on this. I can't even see where I'm getting stuck on. Oh, it's the crop sensor, which doesn't seem to be doing anything anyway, so... Oh, it's going to be close. And we're out. I probably will go and top this up and then just get this field finished. It'll probably need 1,000 litres maybe. But yeah, until next time, thank you so much for watching. And join me again on the next one. Bye bye.